Alright, it has been a hot minute since I did a video about movie news for you guys. In fact, I genuinely can't remember the last time I did one. So we as movie fans, as Marvel fans, have been wondering for the longest time, when the hell was Deadpool finally going to make his debut into the Marvel Cinematic Universe? We thought maybe that news would be announced at Comic-Con, and Kevin Feige unveiled a big slate of movies and shows that are coming, but nothing for Deadpool. You thought maybe D23 would be the big announcement for that, because we all thought they were saving all their really good shit for that. Again, nothing. So I, like everyone else, am sitting here, I'm like, when are we gonna hear anything about this movie? This was all we knew. We knew it would be rated R, it would be in the MCU, and Shawn Levy, the director of Free Guy and The Adam Project, who has collaborated with Ryan Reynolds on those two projects, was going to direct it. That's all we knew. We didn't know the release date, we didn't know anything about this movie, nothing. And then conveniently yesterday, not long after I'd finished uploading my Pinocchio review, Ryan Reynolds uploads a video to his YouTube channel basically trying to fill us on what's going on with Deadpool 3. Says, it's gonna stay the core, it's gonna stay rated R, trying to find the right way to bring him into the MCU. And then the big bomb gets dropped on us. You see Ryan Reynolds, he's just sitting on the couch. You see someone going upstairs in this house, and he just calls over and he says, "Hey Hugh, you want to play Wolverine one more time?" And he just goes, "Yeah, sure, Ryan." And that was the big, drop your dick on the floor news that came with this video. It's like, holy fucking shit, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine is going to appear in Deadpool 3. And first of all, I love the way the logo appears. Like, you see Deadpool, the logo for Deadpool, and then the Wolverine claws just go across it to make it 3. And it finally gets its release date. We are going to get Deadpool 3 September 6, 2024. I can tell you right now, this has officially become my most anticipated movie of 2024. Granted, I don't know much else that's going to get released in 2024, but I know this is, and it's probably going to stay #1. So I'll give you my thoughts on all this right now. #1, I'm very glad this movie is going to be rated R, because if you're going to put Deadpool and Wolverine in a movie, it really needs to be rated R. Also, I haven't mentioned this at all, but Shawn Levy being named the director of this movie, I think that's a great decision. He's directed 2 Ryan Reynolds movies. Free Guy, in particular, I think is really, really fucking good. He's also directed Real Steel, which is the movie he did with Hugh Jackman. So, the 2 stars of the movie, he has directed movies with both of them as the leads in it, so he knows exactly how to work with both of them. I think that's really big. But now we'll just get into my main thoughts on this movie. Like, what do I think of Wolverine and Deadpool being in a movie together? Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds being in this together. I think it's awesome. This is something we have been wanting and hoping would happen since Deadpool was announced. However, after Logan, and I'll get into this in a minute, I didn't think we would ever see this because Logan felt like the send-off for Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. I mean, Hugh Jackman has played Wolverine for a very, very long time. And with that send-off, it felt like it just wasn't going to happen because, as people would point out, I was like, oh, well then just recast Wolverine. You can't really after what Hugh Jackman did. For my money, there are 4 comic book roles that I think at this point have become uncastable, or unrecastable as I would say. For me, it's Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, Tom Hiddleston as Loki, Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, and Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. You want my opinion, those 4 are the only ones that I can genuinely see playing these characters. I mean, eventually down the line, they'll probably get replaced, but I let these 4 play them for as long as I can keep them around. But yeah, naturally, when Logan was meant to be Hugh Jackman's send-off, I figured, okay, we're just not gonna get Wolverine in any of these Marvel movies for a really long time. But no, this is really encouraging because now he probably sees the direction that Deadpool 3 is going into. He probably had a really good conversation with both Shawn Levy and Ryan Reynolds. This role means a lot to him, and I don't think he would come back if he didn't think Deadpool 3 was a project worth being a part of. Now, obviously, my other concern that I initially had with this movie when I saw the first video last night that Ryan Reynolds had posted was, how would this feel for Logan? Are they just gonna retcon what happened? Are they just gonna, ridiculously bring Wolverine back to life? But no, today, Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman released a video together, briefly explaining, Wolverine's role in this movie, or basically what they're doing with him. But ultimately, they say in the beginning of the video that they are not going to touch Logan. Logan will be its own thing, they're going to leave that alone. They also bring up the events in Logan take place in 2029, so technically, as long as this movie takes place prior to 2029, which we all imagine it will, it's not going to interfere with anything that happened with Logan. Technically, Logan still marks the end of Wolverine, and I guess you could say ultimately the end, story-wise, of Hugh Jacksman's portrayal of Wolverine. So I guess in a lot of ways, you can have your cake and eat it too in this sense. But ultimately, I just really like seeing this. You can tell both these guys are very excited about this project. They wanted to make it happen. They have made it happen, and what I really love seeing is not just the case with Kevin Feige, but these two actors, they care about us, the fans. They want to give us what we want, and they want to do this justice. And that's again something that I will just give the MCU a lot of credit for the most part, namely with their movies. They are always trying to hit a home run. They want the fans to be satisfied. They want us leaving the theater like we had the time of our lives. And I get a very good feeling this is definitely going to be one of them. I'm extremely excited to see how this goes down. I think this could be one of the biggest comic book movies we have ever had. Looking at previous MCU movies, I'm really hoping it can have an Avengers Endgame, Spider-Man No Way Home effect on the audience, because that would be something. And it's probably also a good sign that X-Men, mutants, they're not far behind in the MCU. We are probably going to get them very soon. And that's exciting. So that's all I gotta say, guys. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this. Are you hyped for Deadpool 3? Are you excited to see Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine? Are you a little hesitant to any of this? And also, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.